Welcome to CIT 110, Programming, Logic, and Design. I am your instructor, Lisa Ballback, and I'm just going to walk you through what you should be working on the first week of class and explain a little bit about how the course is organized. So at the top of the course, we do have a course banner. Below that are some links to some helpful tutorial sites. So if you click on the button, it'll take you to these different sites that can get you some help with C#, and you can kind of figure out which one you like, and it can kind of be your go-to site for additional help if you want to do any of research on your own. Below that is the link to the office hours. My office hours are all live streamed in Zoom. And so if you click on that link, it should take you to open the meeting link. The only time that I'm actually going to be in Zoom is either during class or during my live stream hours. I don't hang out in Zoom other than those times. The forum for news and announcements for me basically will be any kind of reminders that I need to share with you. I will also let you know when I have corrected assignments, so you guys can go and kind of check out the grades and the comments. And while we're talking about that, just so you know where that information is, if you go into the course dashboard, you'll see there's a grades button. And then you will see the different lessons that we're going to be working on, and then all of the graded assignments. So anything that is worth points, you're going to see the range over here. And then once I correct things, you will see your score. And for all of your computer assignments, you are allowed to resubmit and get any points that you missed. And if you do miss points, there'll be a comment over here that will explain what the problem is and why you lost points so that you can fix it and resubmit it. Okay, so again, how I got here was I went into the course dashboard and I chose grades. Okay, and then how do you get back? You can just select the link up here for the course. The student questions and answers forum is for you to share information with each other. I don't typically go into that forum, so it's basically for you guys. The other links here are to social media for the CIT department. And what we post to social media are events that we have that students can attend. We also post job opportunities and internship opportunities. So it is a really good idea to follow us on one of the social media platforms so that you are informed about what is going on in the department. And it's also helpful if you are looking for an internship or a job. And then below that are all of our lesson blocks. And we have quite a few more than just two of them. I don't open all of them to start with because it is a little overwhelming for a lot of students. So you'll see I start with a couple blocks open, and then as due dates get closer, I will open some more. So you're always going to want to check on the dates at the end of the blocks because that tells you when you should be working on that particular lesson block. So we're starting here with lesson 1. And you can see the due date for all activities is Monday, the 23rd. Your assignments are all due on Monday because the semester starts on Monday. So basically, We start on the 16th and your assignments are due on the 23rd. So that gives you the weekend to get everything done. At the top of each lesson block are all of the activities that you should work through for that week. And in this particular week, you'll see there's a welcome message, which you're going to want to read through. It's basically kind of tells you how the course is structured, um, and kind of tailors your expectations. Then we've got the course syllabus. For most students, the most important thing in here is how you are graded. Okay, we have our learning outcomes. Then we get into the grading information. And you'll see I do grading on percentage. And we do have 1,000 points in this class. So this little table up here kind of outlines how you get your points. And then we get into a description of all of these different activities where you will be acquiring points for this class. Okay, so you are definitely going to want to read through this. You will note at the very top, my office hours are listed and my office phone. Another place where you can see those office hours is in the sidebar here. Okay, so I've got the office phone, my email, I've got all of my office hours. And if those office hours do not work for you, you can email me and I'm happy to meet with you as long as I do not have another class, because I have several live stream classes that are during the day. And my open time, I don't have a lot of open time, but I don't have any classes on, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And I'm pretty much willing to meet with students, whenever you are available. So, even if it's a Friday or Saturday, it doesn't matter to me. Um, and then you'll notice it says schedule an appointment here. This is for advising. My Success is what we use for advising. This would not be for scheduling help. So if you need help, what you need to do is email me, and then we'll schedule a separate appointment. Up at the top, there is a LinkedIn profile if you want to know more about me. You can actually see probably more than you ever wanted to know. My work history, my education, and all of my certifications. Okay, so they are all on LinkedIn. Let's see. So after you go through the course syllabus, you are going to want to look at the college syllabus, which is pretty much the same for all classes. So, once you have read through this, that these are all of our different college policies. Uh, Once you've read through it once, you probably don't need to do it again and again, but make sure you do read through that. Then we get into the course assignment schedule. This is something that you're going to want to print because this tells you what we're going to be doing each week. And a lot of students find it really helpful to print this out. And then as you complete things, you cross them off the list. Okay, that helps you make sure that you get everything done. And in general, we do have a lesson every single week. Okay, so you can kind of see how the class is organized. And I should mention there are some weeks where we are going to go through multiple chapters, so to speak, just because we have quite a bit of material to cover, and just doing one little chapter a week is not going to get through everything by the end of the semester. So make sure you print that out. And as far as orientation assignments go, we have, well, basically four. There's a discussion forum, and this is for you to basically introduce yourself to the class. And you will see that I've done it. I've introduced myself, so you can kind of look at my example. I will tell you that I tend to overshare, so you certainly do not need to share as much information as I did. But let people know, what your name or your nickname is. It's nice for people to know what your major is. So I would let them know that too. It's useful for me to know what your coding background is. Uh, and you can feel free to share any other personal information that you want to share with your classmates. Okay, so that is the discussion forum. And then after you complete that, there is a student profile glossary. And what this is going to do once you add to that is every time you come in, we have a student spotlight. So every time you come in here, you're going to see a different student. And that just helps you guys get to know each other. Because in an online class, it is kind of hard to get to know the other students. And this is just one way of making it feel like a class. So you can see that I did mine. And so you're going to want to insert a picture, kind of maybe a quote that represents you or information that you want to share about yourself. And then if there are any hashtags that represent you, you can add those as well. And how do you add something? Well, you can add it here, add a new entry, or you can go in this way. And if you're not sure of how to upload the picture or how to resize it, watch the video because that will show you. But if you come in here, you can add a new entry. Okay, and then you're going to put your first and last name as a concept. And then you'll be inserting the image in here. Okay, but there is a full video that kind of walks you through this whole process. So the first assignment is the discussion forum. The second assignment is the student profile. And then what you're going to want to do is read through the lesson key points. There's a little video here. These explain in more detail uh, what you are going to be reading in the Code Easy assignment. Okay, and so you're going to read through this. And this is really what I would say is more of your textbook. Code Easy is an interactive coding platform that we are going to be using for you guys to practice coding. And they do explain concepts, but not in great detail. So it's these lesson key points that are going to give you the necessary background to really understand C#. So you're going to definitely want to read through this. And there's a lot of coding assignment or coding examples in here. So a lot of people find it helpful to watch the video because the video basically walks through this and it walks through the coding exercises so you understand what they're doing. Okay, and after you finish that, then you're going to come into this assignment section. And your third assignment is to install Visual Studio Community. And you can use it this week if you would like to kind of copy and paste code from Code Easy into Visual Studio. And of course, I do have information on how to do that along with the video. Okay. As far as how to install Visual Studio Community, it's kind of like installing any other software. I do have a link to their download page. In the installation process, there's like a page of workloads that you need to select. And so this is what we recommend for CIT students. And so the workloads that you want are the ones in this graphic that have check marks next to them. Okay, so you're going to want to download Visual Studio Community 2022 and make sure you get the right workloads installed. And that's all done through the installation process. Then, oh, and I should mention how you're going to get points for this is you basically need to show me a picture of Visual Studio running. So, something like this, where you've launched the program and it is running. So if you do a screenshot of this, then, and you submit that, I can give you the points for installing. Your last assignment is Code Easy. And I do not make you do all of the interactive exercises because you'll notice there's in each lesson, there's a different number of exercises, and some of them are really repetitive. Some of them are, I think, a little too difficult for where beginning students are at. So I've kind of picked the ones that I think are appropriate. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the link. And you're going to read through. Make sure you log in, okay, because you need to sign in. And then you're going to read through. And then you're going to open up the code and do the coding exercise. But you're only going to do the ones that I have assigned, unless you want to do the other ones for fun. So this is the name of the exercise. Open the window. So you can see this first one is enter the programming world. You do not have to do this one. Okay, so you're going to kind of walk through here. And I might have to sign in. But as you open these, it will tell you the name of the exercises. And these 4 are the only ones you need to do. Okay, and I do have a little video. But once you complete the exercise, okay, it'll be open, you'll have your code, and it'll show at the bottom that you successfully completed it. Okay, then you will do a screenshot of that. Okay, so all of these exercises give you instructions. You're going to come in, enter, the code, hit run. Okay, and once it says you solved it, that's when you do the screenshot, and you will put the screenshot into the Dropbox. Okay, so you're going to end up entering 4 screenshots in this Dropbox. Okay, and if you have any questions about that, please let me know. If you want to do additional exercises for more practice, awesome, go ahead. But you do not need to turn those in. And you only need to turn in the 4 that I have specified here. So that is your first week. If you run into problems or if you have any questions at all, if you're confused about anything, let me know. And I believe Code Easy will let you use it for a week before you have to pay anything. There is I believe $12.99 a month charge to use Code Easy, just so you know. And I will be opening these other blocks early. So if you wanted to kind of work through the Code Easy stuff ahead of time, save yourself a little money, you will be able to do that.